Please welcome your new president, Mr. Mohit Shah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I invite everyone to join me in a toast to the outgoing President, Mr. Ahmed Al-Busati.
Please be seated.
Vice Lord Lieutenant, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As I was thinking about my speech and wondering how I should begin, it came to me that the best way would be to share with you a few personal experiences. When I received a phone call from the then President Ray Butler in 2011, telling me that I had been invited to stand for second vice president, it suddenly raised alarm bells in my head, and I said to myself, hey, this is getting serious. I asked Ray to allow me a few days to think, and after much deliberation with myself and encouragement from my family, I accepted the invitation to become second vice president. Every cotton person whom I have come across has a story behind him, and mine, I truly believe, is one of fate and destiny. Standing here today in front of all of you is a very emotional and special moment, and has taken me back to 1992 when I visited Liverpool for the first time as an 18-year-old, accompanying my father, Dheeraj Lal Shah, to attend the ICA conference, which was being hosted by the city of Liverpool and was followed by the LCA dinner. However, destiny was to play a part in what would happen to him and me. He sadly passed away in Liverpool during that time and instantly sealed my fate to join our family-run cotton business in Gill & Company. So it was that event in Liverpool in 1992 that gave birth to my cotton career and the subsequent journey that has led to me being here again after 20 years, but this time as president of the International Cotton Association, something which I find hard to believe even now would ever happen to me. I thank the past presidents for the confidence they have shown in recommending me for this prestigious role. I also feel delighted to take over as president here in Liverpool in front of many very special old friends, especially Paul Kinney, and Richard Lauren, who saw me growing up in this business and always offered unconditional guidance and support. I accept this role with humbleness and humility. And at the same time, I feel privileged and special with a true belief and conviction that being president of this prestigious association is the greatest honor I can ever receive. During my tenure as president over the next 12 months, I will endeavor to build on the excellent work done by my predecessors and the board to forge ahead with the internationalization of the association, which we have been pursuing in recent years in Europe, the Americas, Asia, and the Indian subcontinent. We can only truly achieve this objective through communication, education, and participants and engagement from participants across the industry spectrum to ensure the ICA remains the only truly global cotton arbitral body representing the interests of both buyers and sellers. As we stand today, there are significant initiatives which the ICA is leading on, like developing a cotton default insurance scheme, discussion on a possible world cotton contract, re-energizing and strengthening the arbitration processes reflected in the recent changes to our rules and bylaws. In order to maintain its highest standards, the ICA has set up the business intelligence team, whose role is to monitor the markets and to search out firms related to defaulters, and to monitor those firms trading with them, and also to ensure no member trades or supports defaulters directly or indirectly. There should be no room or tolerance towards anyone who trades with a defaulter. This, to me, is paramount, and I truly hope all members share the same principle. We must ensure that we remain united and not look at short-term gains only to realize long-term pain. This association was set up as an association of people epitomizing trust and integrity. Business has unfortunately moved from an informal handshake to ironclad contracts in today's environment, and the upheavals caused during the recent years have cost this trade dearly. Trading with any defaulter completely compromises our principles of contract sanctity and creates incomprehensible injustice, in essence, penalizing all those who honor contracts and who follow the highest standards of ethical and good trading practices. This must always remain in the forefront and within our industry circles. Achieving our ultimate goal is still work in progress, and I aim to ensure that momentum is maintained during my tenure and successfully pass on any initiatives to my successor. Whilst we carry out these initiatives, we can never lose sight of the International Cotton Association's reason for being and its guiding principle of contract sanctity, which has served this association well for its 172-year history. And it is incumbent upon all of us to follow and uphold these values, no matter how difficult times may be. Let us all try and strive for these values to remain intact and within the ICA community. Another area which I consider to be urgent is to ensure that ICA awards that are produced are enforceable. Significant work needs to be done to ensure that our awards are enforced and recognized in accordance with the New York Convention in certain jurisdictions. We are doing this by engaging in dialogue with a number of governments in different countries. Keeping this in mind, after we recently concluded our trip to Vietnam in July 2013, I shared an idea with Ahmed and Kai of setting up dedicated working groups to gather local knowledge and assist in driving forward local diplomatic initiatives, which was readily accepted by both. Working groups have already been set up for India, Bangladesh, China, and Vietnam, and others will follow. I believe this will add value in the future for the larger membership and help them enforce awards globally. Ladies and gentlemen, as I approach my closing remarks, I would like to express deep gratitude to Ahmed Al-Busati and Antonio Estivi, whom I worked alongside for the past 2 years and from whom I learned a lot. I now look forward to working with my first and second vice presidents, the board, and the managing director, Kai Hughes, who advises me that I should look forward to receiving his first email on ICA matters as early as tomorrow morning. Thank you, Kai. Let me emphasize that I intend to be accessible to one and all to discuss your views on the various issues, the future of the ICA, or the contribution that I individually should be making in my role as president. Let us all come together and do our very best to live up to the high standards and promote all that is great about our association. I thank you all for your patience, and Kai has received 2 urgent messages from the Hilton Bar, and I take that as a sign. I now request everyone to rise and drink a toast to the City of Liverpool and the International Cotton Association.